Okay, there we go. Oh, so Sam, you're playing Fire Red now? What happened? I thought you had said that you hated Fire Red and you never wanted anything more to do with it. And you're right. I really do not like Fire Red. But I'm just here to show you what's up with me in this game at the very end. Because I think it's a little bit monumental, at least for me as a person. I'm gonna just cram that over to the side real quick. Just like... yeah. Yes, perfect. Okay. Okay. So, I just wanted to talk about Fire Red a little bit. My thoughts on it, because I had spent time playing it. We're doing a bit of a Pokemon season, this season of Mr. Knytt. And this is my team. This is currently my team. You know, it's not terrible, right? It's not the worst team I could have possibly had. It definitely makes me a little bit sad on the inside. But you know what? She's fine. She's just fine. It works. It works for competitive play in Fire Red, I would assume. Okay, not Monkey. Hang on. Hang on. I see that that's wrong. Oh, some of you are going to get pissed at me for this, but we're going to do this. So my team, as I've described before, is made up of a Charizard, a Pikachu, a Snorlax. I was gonna say Vileplume, but no, it's an Exeggutor. Oh, you know what I should have done for my fucking thing? Does this work? Hang on. Am I like... Oh, I'm smooth. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Just for today. So my team is made up of it's not that Snorlax. Yeah, here we go. It is a Rhydon, a Snorlax, a Charizard, a Pikachu, a Exeggutor, and a Lapras. I've named them too much. There's a story behind that. Ness, Excellent, Horngus, Lizzie, and Gumbo. This Pikachu, you know, for its level and experience and all that shit, you guys can do the EV calculations. I don't really know them. Got a naughty nature. I was not picky about natures for my Pokemon, considering I would have had to save Scum for most of them, if not all of them. God, Charizard has all over 100 in stats. Oh my god. He's doing good. But they're all pretty okay Pokemon, as far as I can see. Charizard's alright. Gumbo's alright. Got Combo and a great... Combo. Normally I'd be very picky about the Pokeball, because I am pretty... I'm not too picky about it if I'm being perfectly honest, but I do like seeing all my Pokemon come out of the standard-looking Pokeball. It just looks appealing to me, I don't know why. These Safari Balls don't look great, but, you know, you can't really get an Exeggutor or an Execute at all, or a Rhydon anywhere but the Safari Zone. Now, some of you may be saying, why have I not evolved my Pikachu? Just because I... Hang on, there's something else you might be seeing in here. Yeah. They're all legit, don't worry. I know I said I cheated for a light bulb, but I swear to God, I did not cheat for these. I just happened to be grinding in a spot where Ditto appears. So every time a Ditto showed up, I was like, I'll catch it. It'll be damn useful. So. But along my other escapades, it's not a very organized box. I've caught stuff. I have found my Eevee. I picked up this Dratini. That's not a shiny. The fuck? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Dratini's blue. Okay, yeah. You worried me for a minute. No, shiny Dratini is pink. Okay. This is like a bluish purple. You worried me for a minute. I thought, oh, I had a shiny Dratini and I didn't use it on my team. No. I have a Dratini. I got this from the Game Corner. Met in Celadon City, as you can see. This thing, also Celadon City. Here, this is an HM slave. Fling. I named it Hillary. That's just Dratini. Nidoran. Monk. That's another HM slave. Fuckload of dittos. Yeah. I have caught Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos. You know what? Because they're all together. There we go. And as you can see, I've caught a boatload of Pokemon. This is just kind of what I've done for the Pokedex. They wanted you to catch 60 Pokemon before you could go to the rest of the Sevi Islands and get the national dex and do all the trading stuff with Emerald and Diamond and Pearl and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? Sure. I'll play ball. There he is. Caught legit. I kind of got lucky with Mewtwo, not gonna lie. I was just like, you know, speeding up through it. I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna lose this fight again. I'm gonna try it again, try it again, try it again, and try it again. Random Ultra Ball caught it. And I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't even notice it at first. I was like, oh, shit. I didn't realize I caught the Mewtwo. So that was good. But something you may have noticed, a bit of a trend with my team. So this thing, sure, Viridian Forest. Pallet Town, Route 16. Safari Zone, Selfco, level 25, 25, 27, 30. Yeah, I kind of caught the majority of my team at the same time. And it was all after the 4th gym, even though I started with a Charizard. And I didn't catch this thing until I got, like, the rest of my party. Because I was like, should I use a Raichu or a Jolteon? And then I just didn't evolve Pikachu because I didn't really want to. I was like, red with a Pikachu, that's fitting, you know? So, this game was hell to get through. My team was not fun. This team was not a fun playthrough. Not even close. Just the grind to get everything to where it needed to be was gross. Oh yeah, I haven't changed the game. There we go. Yeah, it was a bit of a problem. Bit of a problem situation for me. And I didn't like playing through the game with this team at all. Just because it was so fucking difficult to work with it. Ow. Oh, my finger. Oh, shit. Oh. May have fucked up my nail a little bit just now. I bite my nails, or like I pick my nails. It's a bad habit. Don't do it, kids. So it was, you know, you're looking at this thing, you can see the problems with it already. Just if you know this game like the back of your hand, it's like, oh yeah, all of these Pokemon can be difficult to raise up. But let's just run through each one individually. Charizard, he was getting levels pretty quickly. He was getting levels so quickly because he was the only one in the team. And that meant when I got everybody else, he was like level 35. And I wasn't about to use him at all. Even in situations where Charizard was definitely useful, I was like, I can't because he'll get levels when other people need experience. Or when other Mons need experience. And even now, some of my Pokemon are still underleveled, like Snorlax and Rhydon especially. Rhydon has been a significantly less useful addition to the party. He, you know, not as good as I thought he was. I was like, Rhydon seems pretty badass when other people use him. Not so with me. He doesn't have a great move pool, just leveling up. And there aren't many TMs that I can give him that are specifically geared towards ground and rock types. And that's a problem. Exeggutor. Caught in this... Oh yeah, both of these caught in the Safari Zone. Stuck as an Execute until level 43. Even though I had a Leaf Stone, all of the moves that this family can learn only are learned as an Exeggutor. His gimmick is that... learned as an Execute. His gimmick is that Exeggutor is pretty badass with a badass moveset, but Execute... it's only Execute that can learn them, the pre-evolution. And Execute is really fucking weak. And really hard to level up when it keeps fucking dying. Snorlax I've had literally no problems with at all. Kind of the same with Lapras, if I'm being honest. But Pikachu, staying with a Pikachu was a dumb idea. But it was a dumb idea that turned out to be a decent amount of fun. It was a gamble. So I have Thunder on him. It's always a gamble whether or not Thunder is going to go off. And he's a super glass cannon. He's the only one with like a fighting type move. He's light screen now. He's pretty useful on him. But he's the only one with a fighting type move. And he goes down in one hit. It's a problem. So he's a glass cannon sacrifice Pokemon. He is the Pokemon that I throw out there to do one move, because he is fast. So if he ends up getting a Thunder out there, that's really good. But if not, he's dead. And, you know, there's not much I can do about that. Besides over-level Pikachu. And that's not the most fun thing in the world. So, you know, just that. On top of that, Kanto really isn't built for a team like that. If you're going to make a team like that, you really have to beat the Elite Four and grind, and just like do the grind for competitive play afterwards. Nowadays, that's super irrelevant, because you can just find a Lapras, a Pikachu. You can find all of these Pokemon in pretty much all of the future games, except maybe except Sword and Shield. I don't actually know though. Like a game like Let's Go now is available, and like you're not gonna have to worry about catching them for like a competitive team. Like these Pokemon too, you can find late in the game. Maybe not Exeggutor, and Exeggutor's not super great for competitive, but like Snorlax you can find whenever. You know, decently early on in the game. Charizard's is a starter, obviously. You know, Pikachu, you can find him either in Viridian Forest or in the Power Plant. These two show up in Cerulean Cave, which is endgame. Like, post-game endgame. Same with Ness. Same with fucking Lapras. So all of these, like, competitive Ubers in this game, you're going to be finding in the post-game. So, raising them up from, like, adding them to, putting them on your team for the main game is really dumb. I wouldn't recommend it at all. Apart from that, however, apart from all of that, I think Kanto is a really unique region. I think Kanto has a lot of potential to be weird and interesting. Most of the people in Kanto are weird people. Like, you know, Viridian City. Is this Viridian? Yeah, Viridian City. You start out with the old dude being blackout drunk on the ground. You know, the famous line, hasn't had his coffee yet. And then he teaches you about catching a Pidgey, and you can find a bunch of glitches and shit. Very, like, boxy, utilitarian-looking homes and stuff. With forests and, you know, plain routes everywhere. Fire Red makes it look a lot more like the anime, but, you know, Red and Blue have their own distinct appeal apart from the anime. And, Fire Red still captures a lot of that. You know, it's not Pokemon Yellow. To a lot of people, Yellow is the definitive version. I don't think so. It forces you to choose a Pikachu as your starter, which is stuff like that. The games kind of got away with a lot of stuff not being formulaic. Or this game got away with a lot of stuff not being formulaic. Like, Pokemon Tower, it's a really weird area, even from a gameplay standpoint. You have to have a, like a Metroid-style item, like the Self Scope, to be able to find any, like, just identify any of the ghost types in the area. It's weird. It's cool. The Marowak is a ghost. Like a straight up ghost. Not like a ghost type. Like, it is the ghost of a dead Pokemon. There are people crying there about their dead Pokemon. And I'm like, this is real fucked up. And I kind of like it. I kind of love it, actually. It's not the people crying over their dead Pokemon, but, like, you know what I mean. Fire Red is just an interesting game, or Kanto is just an interesting region like that. And if it were attached to, at least for me, a better experience, I'd say I would have loved my time with Fire Red. I'm coming back to this game for sure, with a more well-planned out team. Because holy shit, I was having so much trouble with this game. This was, for me at least, the hardest Pokemon game for all the wrong reasons. You know, Platinum, I still think Platinum is probably a more difficult game all around, but I made it super difficult on myself in this game. I grinded way too much. There was too many points where I was like, okay, I'm under-leveled. I don't have an answer to this problem. I just have to grind and hope that I can just over-level this problem. Or really not even over-level, just like be less under-leveled so I can deal with this problem better. The other thing I just want to point out is, I think I've said this a lot about Pokemon, but I like the idea of Red as a character. He's this stoic badass who has to learn to love his Pokemon. He always looks like he's just pissed, you know? In the original promotional material for Red and Blue, he looks just fucking pissed. He's, like, done with everybody. And he's got this cocky smirk on his face. He's, like, really... He's, like, not that different from Blue. But Blue is a lot more of an asshole. You know, Red is still a representation of the player, to an extent. Less so than fucking... He's less of a representation of the player and more a, just like a guy, a character. He's the closest a Pokemon protagonist has ever come to being like a real personal character. And I like it a lot, you know? The rivalry between Red and Blue specifically feels pretty real. Red has been more identified as a character in later games like Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, whatever. Red and Blue come back as characters you can fight. They have dialogue and everything, or at least Blue does. Pokemon Masters has red out there. Oh, is this the dude with 6 Magikarps? Oh. Well, I had to find him eventually. I guess finding him on stream was when I was gonna find him, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Come on. Here we go. But I mean, that's Fire Red. You know, after fighting these 6 Magikarps, there's not a whole lot I really have left to say about it. It's fine. I can see why a lot of people come back to this one for nostalgia's sake. It's not the best designed Pokemon by any... It's not the best Pokemon game by any means. Like, it's definitely a contender, at least in my book, for one of the weaker entries. Like, straight up, I would put this below Sword and Shield. So if I come back to Sword and Shield at some point and I'm like, oh hey, I actually did still really enjoy that. And I don't know, maybe I put Sun and Moon, or fuck it, Black and White. Let's just get weird with it and say I hate Black and White. This could be above Black and White. Or below it, I don't know. But as it stands now, Red and Blue, Fire Red and Leaf Green, Pokemon Yellow. You know what? How's this? I enjoyed Fire Red less than I enjoyed Let's Go. Partially because Let's Go is very easy, and it gave me, you know, you can have tons of nostalgia for the OG Pokemon, but I did enjoy it less. But for now, I'm going to put down Fire Red. I'm going to toss my team in the box. I'm going to say goodnight, Sweet Prince. And I will take one more break, because I got a couple more things to set up. This was just a bit of a distraction as I talk about the game. Oh, yeah, 72 hours. That's not correct. I did the math in my head. I played the game, practically played the game for about 40 to 45 hours. I wasn't playing it for 72 hours. That's Xenoblade. That's a Xenoblade playtime right there. That's a fucking Dark Souls ass playtime. I wasn't playing a Pokemon game for 70 hours. That didn't happen. But good night, Sweet Prince. I will be right back with some Pokemon White version.